Hi, it's Keith. Today I want to talk about organizing your software engineering development team. You might think to yourself, what's Miller going on about this time? We already have our teams picked. Why complicate things? Albert Einstein is quoted as saying, everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. As an example of the wisdom of that saying, lately people have called into question whether that quote should be attributed to Einstein. Anyway, please bear with me a few minutes. We've come to a critical moment in our software engineering class. You are all in programming teams ready to start working on a group project. You have a team leader appointed by me, but there are many different ways a programming team can be organized, and you are going to have to decide which way is best for your team. I'm going to tell you about two extreme models of team organization in this short lecture. I don't recommend either of these methods. In fact, I actively advise you against adopting either of these models. I instead expect you to improvise your own team organization that is somewhere in between the two extremes. The egoless programming model sounds great. Everyone is considered equally organizationally. It's the code that matters, not the people. Authority and decision making are shared. No one is designated as a single leader. One advantage of this model is that many people like not having a boss on a team. It can be relaxing and friendly. One disadvantage of this model is that it almost always leads to inefficiencies, and things tend to get done very slowly. Teams take a long time to decide what to do, and there is often confusion about who is supposed to do what. You can't have this model completely, even if you wanted it in CS 4500, because I have already given you a team leader. But frankly, I don't think you'd be happy by the end of the semester if you were working on a class project in an egoless team. At the extreme opposite of egoless programming is the chief programmer model. This model is similar to how a chief surgeon works. There is one central figure, the chief programmer, and the rest of the team exists to help that one person. This model is highly efficient and completely hierarchical. Even though it can be efficient and with the right people it can work, but except for the chief programmer, this can be a pretty unpleasant work environment. People don't like to be subservient, especially when they don't have much control over who gets to be the top dog. I don't recommend this model in this class either. I hope that your group can develop an organization that's somewhere in between the egoless programming model and the chief programmer model. You have a team leader, and that team leader reports to me. The team leader therefore has some authority from me. However, the team leaders can share some of that authority, and the team can work together to make important decisions about what to do and how to do it. Try to be efficient and decisive, but also pay attention to everyone's ideas. Don't debate endlessly, but do listen to each other. Make decisions as quickly as possible, but don't be a jerk about it. I hope that makes some sense. Yes, I am the boss in CS 4500, but I'm also your teacher. I get paid to help you learn. So feel free to email me if things come up on your team and you think you need some advice. As a rule, I will deal through the team leaders, but people who aren't team leaders can also communicate directly with me if you think it's appropriate. Here then are things I want your team to do. You gotta have a cool name. You already have the name of a color, but that's not very cool. So think up something else and let me know what that new name is. Secondly, I want you to talk about some of the ideas I've mentioned in this voiceover PowerPoint and decide amongst yourselves how your team is going to be organized to do your work. You have a handout of possible projects. I want the team to look at that list and you make an ordered list of which projects you want to do in the order that you like them best. Finally, have your team leader send your list and justifications to my email. Thanks for listening. Best of luck on your teamwork in this class. See you in cyberspace.